Beautiful.
I was mentioning as you came across, you look wonderful. You look like a kid, for God's
Thank you.
sakes.
I've been maintaining the temple, Dave. I've been maintaining the temple.
Doing a good job.
I went to the doctor, and he said, you know those high blood sugar numbers you've been dealing with since you were 36? Well, you've graduated. You've got type 2 diabetes, young man. So, well, it's controllable, and
through diet mostly.
You know, something's going to kill us all, Dave. Yeah. Something's going to kill us all.
Well, good for you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And, by the way, a nice message to others. I suffer from the high blood sugar. Had to go on a special diet myself.
Well, they said, my doctor said, look, if you can weigh as much as you weighed in high school, you will essentially be completely healthy, will not have type 2 diabetes.
Right.
And then I said to her, well, I'm going to have type 2 diabetes. Because there is no way I can weigh as much as I did in high school.
What did you weigh in high school?
I weighed 96 pounds in high school. And I was a very...
Rail thin.
I was a very skinny boy. And you know, most of that was that big white afro that I wore back in the 70s. Big hair. You remember the big hair, don't you guys?
Oh, man, we all had it.
You bet.
What? Really?
Even I.
There you go. There you go. It was
Yeah.
a look. It was a look. Hey, congratulations on the sign-up.
Oh, yeah, thank you
You're
very
going
much.
all the way to 2015, aren't
That's
you, Dave?
right, yeah.
All the way.
All the way.
Now,
that's right.
Look, I don't know showbiz math, but, you know, this is late 2013.
Right.
To me, with vacations and holidays, you signed on for another 8 months. That's what I think. Honestly, to 2015?
It's fine.
Man, boy, throw down the gauntlet there. They're all, you know what? Arsenio heard that, he canceled the show.
It's fine.
He said, what's the point? Dave's going to 2015.
That's right, I know.
Exactly, yeah.
Man, oh man.
Now listen, I want to talk to you about this Captain Phillips movie. Holy God, what a film.
It came out good. It's hard to make a good movie.
When did you make this film? Because it seemed like the turnaround from the actual event to the release of the film is pretty quick.
We finished it about the 4th of July, 2012, so it's a little over a year ago. Yeah, I guess the studio bought the rights up pretty quick, and there you go, lickety-split.
Tell me about the cast playing the Somali pirate.
Okay, all right. These are my good friends, Barkhad, Mahat, and Faisal. Two guys named Barkhad. It's not like one guy named Barkhad.
Right.
Barkhad Abdi and Babko Abdi, I can't remember. It's
like
a long name.
Boutros.
Not like that.
Not like that,
These were guys, first of all, they're very talented.
From where? Guys. Where are they from?
All right, they are Somalis. Actually, Faisal is American Somali, but his parents are from Somalia. And they all live in Minneapolis. And they were the big Somali community that, like, you know, like how in New York you have Chinatown, Little Italy.
Yes. Well,
in Minneapolis, you got Little Somalia. And you could go there and eat. And it's actually a very vibrant community. And these guys were sitting at home one day, Barkhad Abdi was, who plays the captain. Musi. And he was watching the news, and this thing came on the news, casting call. Somalis wanted for Tom Hanks' movie, which is hilarious because I was sitting at home in L.A., and this thing came on the TV. Movie stars wanted for a Somali movie. And so we both answered the thing. And out at the parking lot was Ben Affleck, George Clooney.
Well, that's where they belong.
Matt Damon. We were all lining up.
They belong in the parking lot.
I got the part.
Yeah. Tom, this raises more questions. What about Minnesota, northern Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul? What about that region of the world attracted a Somalian community? I believe
a bunch of Somalis were there, and the community just grew and grew. And actually, Abdi's an amazing story because he left Somalia when the war was going on. And was able to escape into Yemen, where he had to learn. He only knew 2 words of Arabic, and then they won the lottery, the green card lottery, the immigration lottery, and they got to come to the United States. And I guess their sponsors lived in Minneapolis with all the other many Somalians. And he started high school knowing no English. And I said, well, how did you learn English? He says, well, his Somali friends, and he watched Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like, no wonder your English is so good, my friend.
Yes.
Makes all sorts.
Now, Tom, before they left their homeland, were they actors then?
No, but you know, look, Dave, show business has this, like a racket element to it. As long as you are not self-conscious about a camera looking at you and the fact that you're pretending to be somebody else, you can figure out the marks and the lights relatively quickly. And these guys were all, I mean, relatively quickly. I'm not trying to make it seem easier than it is. But being able to pretend you're somebody day in and day out, that requires storytelling chops.
Yeah.
And these guys all had storytelling chops.
No. Who did the casting on this? I mean, I don't want to get too deep into the crawl, but how did they get to this movie? Just other than the TV announcement.
As Paul Greengrass, our director, would say, well, there's no acting communities in London or Los Angeles anyway, so they went to where the biggest Somali community was, and that's in Minneapolis. And there are clubs and music and newspapers and media and whatnot. It's just that you and I, oddly enough, don't really read those Somali newspapers.
Right. Well, speak for yourself.
No, I had no idea.
But the scene where they all gather with great vigor on the beach, and they've been commanded to, come on now, we're falling off our quota of hijacked vessels.
Yeah.
Let's go, and let's go. To me, it's like you're just standing right there. Is that true?
Yes.
To the launching of a hijacking raid?
The Somali pirates is not like some glorified version of Captain Crunch. This is it is an international organized crime. There are big bosses that send down orders, and then enforcers that go out and get the real guys that do the work, and they have to go out and try to hijack ships.
And when a hijacking is successful and money changes hands, or goods from the vessel change hands, where does that money, who gets it? Is it the one guy? Is it distributed to the people in Somali who are starving?
You know, as is in Richard Phillips' book, there are some shipping lines from, say, less incorporated nations or more nefarious corporations that are willing to drop a couple of $1 million in cash on the deck of some ship and to make the pirates go away because somehow they can save money. There's also corporations that won't pay anything and just let the hostages be taken, and these are from less established places than, say, the Western world.
Right.
And there are still hostages being held in various parts of Somalia that were kidnapped, months ago, and they're just sitting there waiting because they come from places where they don't care about the law so much.
Is it holding steady? Is it on the rise? Is it declining?
I couldn't tell you that, sir.
But in your case of your story, Captain Phillips' story, there were no arms, no defense mechanism on the ship.
This is interesting because everybody says, well, why didn't they have guns? And one, it was an international law. You could not carry guns into an international port if you were a commercial freighter. And secondly, as Captain Phillips said himself, I don't think we want, guns in the guy's sea bags, because then they start solving problems over, hey, that was my French toast, that kind of thing.
Right.
Hey, come on, got any threes? Yes, you do. They don't, during the card games during their breaks. So they don't want to do that. And a ship this size and this fast had never been boarded because the hull is too high. These small ships could not get up.
There's an interesting point of fact in the movie. These guys who come back the second time actually carrying their own ship boarding ladder.
Yeah, like they went to Home Depot and picked it up, something like that.
And I assume that's something they had made themselves, probably.
And actually, Rich Phillips actually said, "What did you think when you saw that ladder?" He said, "I thought they'd stole it from some swimming pool somewhere." And he said, and he literally said, "They have a ladder?" With a question mark on the end of it.
Now, did you get to know your fellow actors, the Somali pirates? Was it between takes? Was it a lot of fun?
They always argued as soon as the take was over, but it was always in Somali.
What were they arguing about?
I don't know. Stuff like, hey, I thought you would have said that line. So I was waiting for you to light the cigarette. You would eat. Hey, no, I don't light the cigarette till the next scene. Hey, guys, shut up. It's almost lunchtime. That's what I think they were. That's what I think they were saying. But I do not know.
Is it possible they were planning an actual hijack?
No, well... No. Jeez.
Now, the other thing...
You'll never know. As you got to... I'm just asking. Dave's just asking.
I'm just asking.
He's
another
just
movie,
asking. He doesn't know.
Now, this is... probably has no answer to this question, but... this movie is going to be enormous around the world, and actual Somali pirates will see the film. I'm not saying they paid tickets.
To do.
No,
not to do.
But will that put the pretend pirates in any kind of jeopardy?
There are many different factions of pirates, and they all are known to kill each other and steal each other's hostages and take the ship away. It's like it's been hijacked, and other pirates come on and hijack it from the hijackers. So they don't get along, the pirating factions. Does that answer your question, Mr. Showbiz host?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
But we're saying, what have we taught the pirates? Is that what you're saying?
No. I am just saying that some actual pirates are sitting at home and they decided not to become actors.
Oh.
And they're watching the movie and they say, oh, there's Larry and Ted and Kid.
I see what you're saying.
And then, wait a minute, those bastards are making us look bad. We're the real pirates. We're going to go after them.
Man, this is a dilemma I don't think anybody's paid any attention to. You are thinking this out too much, man.
You just sit there and worry about your blood sugar. We'll be right back with Tom Hanks, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, like I say, I joke. It's hard to make a good movie, but it's hard to make a good movie.
You mentioned Captain Phillips. Richard Phillips?
Richard, he had this, this is how he got his wife, his pickup. Hey, hi, I'm rich.
No.
See, and that, which does not work for me.
No.
I can't. Actually, it can.
I believe you're married.
I've been happily married for 25 years. I use it on my wife. It worked once.
Now, what kind of a guy is he? Because and by the way, what a tremendous movie, and what great performances. And in the end of the movie, and I guess we know how it ends.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, no. But how is the guy now?
First of all, he's an accomplished merchant mariner, and that is nothing to sneeze at. He went to the academy, studied for years, and he has had high seas adventures brought about by Mother Nature and chemical fires and things like that.
And he in the movie, he's portrayed as a guy who kind of knows what to do if you're being attacked by pirates.
There is a training, I guess, and some protocols that you have to know. Yes, he does. And he was the captain, so it was his responsibility. Onshore, when he's not working, as happy-go-lucky and easygoing as can be.
How long was he off after the trauma of this event?
I think he stayed away for maybe 6 months, 8 months, but he's gone back to work. Now, not in the same part of the world, but he's gone back and been a captain for the same kind of ship. He's very proud of the job that merchant mariners do.
He's doing sunset cruises in the Bahamas now, isn't he?
I think he does the 4 to 8 p.m. booze cruise from...
Oh, man. How long were you actually on board? Were you on one of those big
Yeah.
programs?
We were on the Maersk Alexander, which is an exact replica of the Alabama, and we had I want to say a Danish. Much of the crew was Danish. There's a lot of Filipinos and people from all over the world,
right.
and they were fabulous as far as teaching us the procedure of how to be on.
Were you actually at sea?
Yeah, we were. We were off Malta. We would go down. It's amazing, Dave. You go down to the port, and there's only one way onto this ship, up the gangway, and everybody signs in. And then it pulls away, and you are out at sea in 6 minutes. It's incredible how quick they turn these things around.
And what was the longest period of time you and the crew lived on the ship off the coast of London?
Oh, we always came in for dinner. We were done at the...
No.
Well, yeah.
No.
Well, we'd go out like 10 miles out, and you just go back and forth. You go 20 miles this way, turn around 20 miles that way, just going and going and going. And although there were some days where they said, we can't shoot because the swells were magnificent, huge. And there was one day we tried to shoot in the lifeboat on the high seas, and it was hilarious, man. We in the cast could sit in our chairs, but the guys who were actually trying to shoot the movie, they just dropped one by one. And they were just, I don't know, what you name it. We came up with a list of how, vernacular for being sick to your stomach,
yes.
Chukin,
barking.
Fortune of Pollock. We had a lot of names. Fortune of Pollock, I thought that was going to kill, Dave.
I didn't even know what I mean.
Jackson Pollock was an expression. Never mind. And if you think that a tiny space that smells of paint and fiberglass and diesel fumes cannot smell worse, it can.
Yeah. And was that, so that too was out in open water?
We did that for a couple of days. Most of it was on a gimbal in London, which misses that sink. You get on a gimbal and it goes like this. It's like a Rocco plane, but it's missing that drop that the ocean gives you. Right. So if you could get through that.
So this was a difficult movie to make, yes?
It was physical. It was and stressful in ways. But after a while, man, we're all in a team, and we're trying to get it done. Yeah, it is. is. And even though you don't understand most of what your co-stars are saying. As a matter of fact, when I saw the movie, there was so freeform when we were shooting, and we didn't even meet the guys. I didn't meet my good friends Barkhad, Mahat, and Faisal until they stormed the bridge. We didn't meet them. And
really? So you're rolling film, and that's the first time you meet them?
First time we saw them, and they're coming in, and guns are blazing, and they're screaming like crazy, and they are the skinniest, scariest human beings on the planet. We all immediately felt like out-of-shape, middle-aged doofuses next to these guys.
Wow.
And they're coming in, and they got, you know, they got everything, rags and bad teeth and rusty guns. And it was so scary for about 35 minutes. And then we had a little break. And it was, I can't believe I'm making a movie with Forrest Gump. So we had that. But that was, I love those guys even more. They were so sweet. And then all day long, this improvised stuff crazy, and I did not know what they were saying until I saw the movie and could read the subtitles. And so, oh, that's what they were saying. And they're saying things like, hey, shut up, man, I'm trying to get cigarettes off this guy. You know, you had no idea what they were saying.
A lot of go Vikings. Yeah.
That's what they love about Minnesota.
Now let me, and here's a question maybe you can't answer, but having seen it now, I think of you as Captain Phillips. There's and I don't know if I can say this, there's a crucial part in the negotiation. And it's been pretty much hard line.
Yeah.
It's our way, it's our way, it's our way. And then there was a moment of acquiescence. And I was curious as to why they had this hardline position drawn up to that point if they were going to acquiesce to something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I do, Dave, but...
see, I don't know if I can say it without...
Here's what you had. You had a rock in a hard place.
That's
the
right.
Navy SEALs did not want this to end badly. And the pirates did not want it to end badly. Everybody was hoping they were going to get away. And I think it might be a testament to what a hopeless place Somalia truly is when these guys would rather risk losing everything than having to go back and face whatever punishments they're going to meet at the hand of essentially lawless, corrupt tribal warlords. In that regard, there's a sort of empirical truth to it that's undeniable.
There was a couple of points along the way where they could have walked away
with $30,000.
With $30,000.
Yeah, not enough.
And no, not enough, because they thought if we go back with $30,000, we're going to get berated and kicked around and possibly killed.
I think the code says it's got to be high 8 figures. Didn't go anywhere. I tried. I was shooting for it. There has been times. I'm going to pull myself out of this, damn it. There have been times with other ships where literally helicopters dropped $5 million in cash and the pirates took off. And between that and 30,000, it's...
What a film. You know, the problem with a movie like this, you only get to see it for the first time once. And it's a great movie to see the first time.
But you can see it for the second time twice.
Now, wait a minute. No, you can't. Now, here's
not my strong suit.
Here's an inside baseball question.
Yeah.
You filmed this before the Broadway play, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Now, Catherine Keener, a wonderful actress.
Sorry.
It's all right. Drives you to the airport.
Yes, she does. Yeah. Which is the tradition that they do. Every time Rich goes away for one of his trips, Andrea drives him to the airport, and they talk over everything, and they go over what's
worried about his older son.
Yeah, and it's the tradition of their home. And she said, it's funny. Now maybe this is just a part of the book. She says, I always go to the gate till his plane leaves, and that one time I didn't, and I felt bad about it. So they always try to like maybe write into some other kind of like super melodramatic aspect of it, but this is their life. This is what they do. All it is it's a standard everyday hardship.
But if you just need somebody to drop him off at the airport,
it could have been anybody.
Could have been me.
You know, that hug and kiss would have been very uncomfortable, Dave.
Well, speak for yourself.
Take care of yourself, baby.
We'll be right back with Tom Hanks, ladies and gentlemen. Like it.
I was just getting off the chair. I was petrified.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Yeah, hi.
Sharing our fears,
anyway,
our hopes and fears.
Yes, it was quite a film. Do we have a clip? Maybe we'll take a look at a clip.
Sure, you
How
betcha.
long is this movie? It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. It goes by like that. It goes by like that.
It goes by pretty quick, I think.
Now, I know in your filmography you've made, I don't know, 60 movies? 65?
Sure.
100?
Yeah, why not?
And it's impossible to say, oh, I like so-and-so better than so-and-so and so-and-so better, but this has to be one that's near and dear to your heart.
They're all
and
great
soul.
adventures, and you'll always have a moment where you see them and you go, man, that's better than I ever imagined.
How many times have you seen the film now?
I've seen it once.
Seen it once?
Yeah. I saw it cut a long time ago, but I just saw it recently. You know, it's a little tough to see movies I mean, they'll be on cable after a while, and I'll turn them on for like 36 seconds, and I'll say things like, Thursday it was raining. I just had an argument with my son, and I don't want to see. I remember what was going on when we shot this.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Because what you try to do is remove that altogether. It's disbelief, suspend everything, but yet when you see it, it brings you right back to your daily,
right that day.
Daily mundanity. Is that a word?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Let's ask Siri.
He's funny, ain't he?
By the way,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the government had shut down Monday top 10 rehearsals. When did that? Is that a Ted Cruz
No,
thing?
They did, and it's a small sacrifice for the freedom of this great republic.
That's right. Greatest nation in the world, right?
Now,
here.
we have a clip. This is going to be exciting to see this clip. It's Captain Phillips. The streets will be empty. Hospitals will reschedule surgery. Births will be delayed because people will be going to see Captain Phillips. It opens on Friday. Tom, what are we going to see here?
This is a moment where looks as though there's a glimmer of chance, and after 4.5 or so days, Phillips takes a shot.
You this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I just asked you this?
Yeah, it's all right. Dave, I love to hear myself talk.
This movie, I don't know what else to say about the movie, but I'll go. You and I should go see it.
Let's go, Dave.
All right, we'll do that. Tom Hanks, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Phillips. We'll be right back with Two Door Cinema Club, everybody.
Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you.
Who are you?
The name's Letterman. Dave Letterman.
You are a complete idiot.
Oh, thanks. Are you folks ready? Are you very excited about this? We're very excited. We're very delighted about the appearance of our first guest. This next gentleman requires no introduction. For the first time on our program, ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to one of my favorite actors, Sean Connery. Wow! Where can I get me one of them jetpacks?
I just came from Europe.
That was very thrilling. Did you enjoy that?
Well, my voice is about 2 tones higher, but apart from that,
A snug fit, eh?
yeah.
You didn't get that jetpack at the electronics store around the corner, did you?
Yeah, Charlie gave it to me.
I can't get over what an impression that makes when you just drop down there in that cloud of smoke. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine. I'm really here to sort of quell these rumors about my death.
Oh, really? Have there been rumors that you have passed away?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I was too until I heard that it's good luck in the Orient to consider that you when they say you've been announced dead and you're still alive, it means longevity.
Oh, well, good. Congratulations, then.
No, what happened, basically, it's a bit of a farce, like most things. Dear friend of mine, James Hunt, the racing driver, he died.
World champion.
He lived near me in Marbella, and it was picked up as James Bond. And then it went on to the press, and then it was picked up in Japan the same day that the ex-governor of Texas,
John Connolly. Yeah.
But then, of course, John Connolly is like Sean Connery in Japanese. And this is absolute gospel. And then it went to France and Spain, and people were phoning up all over, and you know, very few people ever know where I am, even me, you know. And anyway, that was the sort of finale of that one.
And you say very few people ever really know where you are, and you say you're not sure, but really, where are you? Where does a guy like you hang around? Where, you live in Spain most of the time?
Well, I was up there for 20 minutes. In fact, I live in the Bahamas, and sometimes in Spain, and sometimes in Monte Carlo, and sometimes in Los Angeles, and sometimes where I'm working, wherever that is.
You're a very, very lucky man.
How am I supposed to read that?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
This is the first time we've met.
Well, but it's... It's just that you seem to cut a grand figure of glamour, and it's nice that you can live that way as well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about either. Don't worry about it.
No, one of the other points I wanted to clarify, I was also had a serious throat disorder of cancer, which obviously is not true, and I wouldn't be able to speak, etc., which was something else that was picked up by the media, started in this town, and went round the world. Well, needless to say, I came here to be in living color with you.
Thank you.
So I'm obviously okay.
So you have... So you had some sort of minor throat problem, but it was certainly not as dire as was reported.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
This is something you've had before, some kind of... Because I know there was a time when you were communicating, they told you to rest your voice.
Yeah, that's right. I put a note saying, sorry, I cannot speak. I have a throat problem. And everybody would say, why? What's wrong? So I would write down, say, I cannot speak, just, you know. So they'd take the paper and they would write it down. And I would have to write, I can write, you know, and I'm not deaf. Yeah. Or they spoke loud. Yeah. Very loud.
Well, all of this is good news, and you know, forgive me again, but you look terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know what? In thinking about films of yours that I have seen and enjoyed, The Man Who Would Be King. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, you talk about patience. John Huston waited, what, 39 years to make the movie. And we had a lot of fun, Michael Caine and myself. And we shot it in Morocco, which is incidentally where I met my wife, so lucky twice. Very good. Yeah. But the thing about Morocco that's so different is that, for example, one day I was driving from Marrakesh miles to a location every day, sitting on this ribbon of a road, and it was directly into the sun. And I was going about, I don't know, an hour, sitting, just the driver and me. And suddenly, on the left side of the road there appeared a little black dot that got bigger and bigger. As I got closer, I realized it was an old man carrying a bundle of sticks, 2 meters high, just at a very strange pace with a teapot on his belt. I said, well, what's he doing? And the driver said, oh, well, from this area here, they get these special twigs, and they use it for charcoal, for drawing. They've done it for hundreds of years. And I said, well, where would he come from? I mean, I can't see anything. He said, well, they maybe came from the mountains there. Mountains were miles away. I said, well, You mean he's what? Where's he going? I said, he's going to Marrakesh to sell it. I said, oh, really? So anyway, I go to the location, we shoot. I'm coming back at night, and I'm a little tired, and on the same road, I suddenly see on the right-hand side this dot appearing again, and we get closer, and it's the old guy. So I said, pull in, and ask him if he wants a lift. If he's, we're going to Marrakesh, that's where he's going. I said, So he's okay, stop the car. So he goes back, and I'm watching in the mirror what he's doing, and he goes up and he starts talking, and the old guy says, so I get out of the car, and I say, come on, what's the problem? Does he want a lift, or doesn't he want a lift? I mean, we'll have him there in 20 minutes from here. And he said, well, his problem is he doesn't know what he's going to do with the time that he's going to save.
Screw up his schedule.
Yeah. And he's been 5 days getting there.
What would he do with all that leisure time?
Absolutely.
Speaking of leisure time, when you were shooting the movie, you and Michael Caine are and were friends.
Oh, yeah.
And was there any period of recreation for you? Could you do anything there, or was it just desolation?
Well, we were coming back from one village in the mountains, miles from anywhere, and we wanted to stop off and have a drink, and then there was some really good music, because they're great musicians in Morocco. And it's difficult to get a drink because most of the Muslims don't drink. But anyway, we found the one place where you could have something, and it was great music, but suddenly we looked around, there were no women. So I said to Michael, do you mind if I dance with your driver, because he's prettier than mine? It's absolutely true.
Too much time in the desert. I can't tell you what a thrill it is to have you here, and especially to have you here and see that you're in great shape and there's nothing wrong with you. And it's a real treat for us to have you drop by. Thank you very much. Sean Connery, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Schaefer and Felicia Collins, CBS Orchestra. On the show tonight, Sean Connery, Academy Award-winning actor Sean Connery is here. Sean Connery, a great actor, a great man, and a movie star, and an Academy. We think he was mad at us.
Oh, you think he was mad?
Yeah, he hasn't been here for 7 years.
Really?
Can you believe that it's been 7 years since he's been here?
No, the time flies.
Yeah, that's right.
He flew in, right?
That's right. We lowered him in a thing, and we had the
A belt pack and a thing.
Yeah, and I think that had something to do
Really?
with why he hasn't been back in 7
Did we
years.
hurt him?
I don't know. I just don't know. But I know that there's a little something, so we'll
Oh, we've got to iron that out.
Well, I don't know if we'll iron it out.
Oh.
We don't iron much stuff out.
Oh, I
here.
noticed.
All right, you ready to go, Paul?
Let's go.
All right, let's see if we can find out.
All right, here we go.
Well, you get a lot of paperwork. When you get a big story, you get a lot of paperwork.
Got to do the paperwork, too, yeah. Got to fill out reports. Look at you, you're anal.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Paul. Thank you.
I mean that only in the best sense.
Well, it's very special this time of year. Special, yeah. Okay, our first guest is an Academy Award-winning actor and a genuine motion picture legend. His brand new film is called Finding Forrester. It opens on Friday. Here's Sean Connery. You're a powerful man. I didn't exactly know what you had in mind there, so I was just a little nervous, because it wouldn't surprise me if you came out here and just sort of disabled me and then walked off.
No, I would never do that.
How you doing?
No, I'm okay. I had not realized it was so long since I had been here.
Mm-hmm. You sound like Sean Connery. When you talk, you sound exactly like... It's amazing.
Well, I've borrowed your hairpiece. Is that yours? Or
No,
mine?
that's yours. No, absolutely. Help yourself. Now, let's talk about the last time you were here. Am I right about this? Am I wrong about this? Did I do something that upset you? Did I offend you? Did I say something stupid? Did something happen? Was it...
It's rare that you're right on so many counts.
All right. And did it have anything to do with the entrance when you in the jetpack and that silliness? Was that it must have been uncomfortable, to say the least.
Well, we found that out a bit later, but have you still got the same producer?
Yeah, everybody's intact, more or less. Yeah.
Okay.
Here now is what we're talking about. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. This is 7 years ago, Sean Connery. See, we thought it'd be, look at that. Yeah. Very nice. You look better today than you looked then.
I see the expression on the face.
Yeah. But we left you hanging up there a little too long, I guess.
Yeah. What you never explained to these people was that it was continuous how we did it, and we had to cut it because I was speaking too high.
Yeah, well, that'll happen. You had kind of a landmark birthday this year, huh?
This year it's 70.
7 years old.
Yeah.
Man. Did you have like a big party, any bigger than normal? What did you do?
Well, I'm not sure. It's so long ago now. I don't remember much now. When you get to this stage, it's tough.
All right. Well, just go ahead and make something up then.
Well, what do you think I'm doing here?
Did you have a lot of friends over? Was there drinking? Was there carousing? Did you have cake? What did you do?
What did you put in here?
It's just water.
No, joking. I was only kidding. No. It was. I remember it distinctly, clearly coming here. Wasn't I here?
Yeah.
And I had a wonderful time once we'd landed and touched terra firma, and it was a wonderful show. And I was watching your warm-up there. Is it warm-up you would call it, or your...
Well, that's what we strive for. Sometimes it's
freezing.
Yes, yeah. Let's talk about being honored by the Queen, being actually knighted.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Means a lot to you, being knighted?
Yes. Be careful now, Dave. Dave, you've got to be careful.
I will. I'll be very careful.
Okay. No, it doesn't really change anything. It's, as I said at the time, an honor for Scotland. And one of the rather good elements about it is that there are no conditions attached. One can stay and do exactly as one did before. I mean, I will continue to, but whether I will continue to retain it, that will be something else, I suppose.
Well, they can't take it away from you.
That sounds like the cue for a song.
All right.
No, it was an honor.
And what is the ceremony like? Is it awe-inspiring? Is it
well, yes,
lovely?
Yes, it's very impressive, and it was in Edinburgh, which I hold very dear, and everybody who was there, I brought quite a few friends from America there too. You know, it's a very close continuation from Scotland and the United States, which not too many people are that familiar with. You know, which is that the Declaration of Arbroath was due to a guy called Wilson from St. Andrews, was partly instrumental at the time of Washington of writing your wonderful Constitution, the Declaration. And it was taken from that. And Wilson never really appears that much in history. that's a digression. I mean, it's not normal, this show. I do apologize.
And is it true that there was a talk of you being knighted somewhat earlier, 5 or 6 years previously, and then for political reasons it was delayed a bit?
Yes.
And that was upsetting to the Scottish people, wasn't it?
Well, yes, it was really dreadful. It was. I never questioned. I obviously had made quite a few enemies en route, unconsciously. I suppose that's the best way to make them. And I never knew. My wife was always rather curious as to why one had not had any sort of recognition, as it were, in England, but I had plenty everywhere else, France and in Scotland. But and then they decided that it would be too much of a plus and a support for the Scottish National Party, which I'm a member of and have been for 40 years. And thank you. Thank you.
That party stands for and represents more freedom for Scotland itself?
Well, it's the only one that's in the UK, which is not a particularly accurate United Kingdom, but that is for independence. Right. The others don't want it. I don't know what they're frightened of, because we're not going to steal the land. It'll stay there.
Yeah. Make off with the place.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness that was put right then.
Yes, I fixed it.
Yeah, good for you. We'll be right back here with Sean Connery, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. What is, how's Scotland celebrated, how's Christmas celebrated in Scotland?
Well, not as healthily as the New Year.
Really? Oh, what does that mean?
Well, the Hogmanay, which is the expression for that, is when we celebrate the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. Mm-hmm. And the Christmas is really for children. You know.
Well, that's the way it should be, I think.
Well, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So it's not the big whoop-de-doo that we've made it in this country.
Well, no, only for children.
Right.
You know, we have a fantastic celebration. We close the whole of Princes Street, which is a mile long in Edinburgh, and the castle is all lit up, and all the gardens down to the castle are lit up, and all the music, and there's over 1 million people come from all over and go up to see the New Year in and around the Tron, which is up the top of the north sort of side of Edinburgh, and down into the street. There's no cars. There's nothing allowed in there.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, it's a terrific celebration.
And then New Year's, is that do you go crazy at New Year's?
Well, no crazier than usual, but I mean, you know, we have a history of a certain violence.
You like spending time in New York City, this time of year especially?
I like New York. Another song. but I do. I find it not easy to sleep here. That's one of the problems. I think it's
because of the noise?
Well, no, because I have a certain kind of curiosity, and I think there's always something going on somewhere else, and so it's quite difficult to sleep. Yeah. But the real problem for me in New York is your taxis. Yeah. The cabs, you call them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's okay if you're Toulouse-Lautrec or, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs getting in and out, but for a normal-sized person, or like myself, it is a joke. The guy in the front driving has got enough room for a bed. Mm-hmm. Right? And you live here.
And in back, virtually no leg room.
No leg room at all. Well, you must have the same problem. What size are your shoes?
10 and a half.
Oh, my God, you're a kid. I'm 12. And I get inside, and I cannot move. Yeah. So if I get in this side, I've got to more or less stay this side because I can't get out the other side, right? And if it's raining, the guy isn't, you never saw him. You don't know who it is in front. It could be a gorilla smoking a pipe. Yeah. And you give the money into the little windows like confessions, and then you go out, and before you know where you are. And if it's raining, it's hopeless.
That's right. Now, have you ever said confession in the backseat of a cab?
I should have.
Yeah, yeah. I've had the last rites a couple of times in the backseat of a cab. Let's talk a little bit about your movie, which is about New York and the Bronx, and I guess some of it was actually shot here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some of it was also shot in Toronto, is that true? Yeah, yeah. Tell people about the film.
Well, it's in some ways sort of old-fashioned because it's a story about a recluse kind of J.D. Salinger, William Burroughs type writer who has a relationship which you think has no future, less than a gelding. And sure enough, they do have a relationship and they have all the ups and downs that go with it. And he happens to be a black kid who's a basketball player. And that's really the whole story, how they find Forrester, but they find each other. And Forrester finds Forrester.
Yeah, and let's take a look at a clip. You know what we're going to see here?
I believe it's when he's brought back some food, and I'm reading the National Enquirer or something. And
Okay.
he's bringing some.
All right, here we go. Sean Connery, Finding Forrester. Yeah. The Pulitzer. A very nice film. And your fellow players in the film, very, very strong. It's a great cast.
Yeah.
And it's directed by Gus Van Sant.
Gus Van Sant, that's right, yeah. And this boy, Rob Brown, has never acted before.
No, is that
That's
a fact?
absolutely fact and true. And he's 16 years of age, goes to school in Brooklyn. And the writer, Mike Rich, this is his first screenplay, and we had him from the first day to the last. I took him with us on, we rehearsed up in Canada for 2 weeks. He was with us all the way through the movie.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a very nice film. But what you're saying about the kid is hard to believe because he seems just natural as an actor. It's unbelievable. And never trained as an actor?
No, none at all, no.
And how does a kid like that get the gig? How does that happen?
Well, apparently he was looking to try and find some money if he won the contest to pay his cell phone bill. And seriously. And he has a scholarship, but it's for football, American football. And he's a really terrific young fellow.
Yeah, because I auditioned for that part.
I heard that, actually.
Oh, my. Then you got something. Now, listen, now, how are we doing now? You're not upset now, are you? You're okay? We didn't have you hanging from anything? We didn't injure you? We didn't knock the wind out of you? Everything's all right, more or less?
Well, more or less, I think it's been, I mean, you could hang meat in here, but apart from that, it's...
Oh, we've hung meat in here. Oh, don't kid yourself. We've hung plenty of meat. Now, will you come back?
Of course, I will always come back.
Don't wait 7 years to come back.
I might not be here in 7 years.
I might not be here in 7 years. I might not be here in 7 months. It's great to see you again. You look fantastic.
You do too, and I'm sorry about the hug. I got carried away.
That's all right. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sean Connery, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. All right, now watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Late Show awkward hug of the night. Take a look at this. Oh, no, please don't. Oh, he's going to... He's crushing me. Okay, tonight is August 5th, 1987. This was the night Paul made a joke about my hair. All right, okay. Our first guest tonight is one of the most well-known tough guys in England. He's acted in more than 60 films in the last 30 years, and he's the only guest we've ever had that can drink Lee Marvin under the table. Currently in a new motion picture entitled Castaway, folks, please welcome Oliver Reed. Oliver. Hi. Good to meet you, Oliver. Cute. Come on over here. Cute. That's cute. That was sure cute. We enjoyed that from the start. How you doing?
Well, I'm trying to look like Slim.
Trying to look like Slim.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that Rambo out of his.
Okay. Whatever you want. That's fine with me.
I understand it goes boom boom. I understand I've just been outside in the green room. I've seen all these fellas, wrapping them gooks on their head, man. I'm gonna take that Rambo, gonna do something real mean to him.
It's
Incidentally, somebody was sorry. You want to say something? I was trying to do up my shirt just now, and the button came off. I hope I'm not making myself too uncomfortable here.
It's fun to pretend, isn't it?
It's great fun. I always thought you was terribly serious. I heard this was an intellectual show.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about
Lots for words, Mickey.
No, but I have a recent history here of bailing out of this plane, so I don't know. You may be flying it by yourself in a couple of minutes.
I'm hip. Where's the camera? I'm hip to that.
So now, is it true when we mentioned in the introduction that you actually were able to drink Lee Marvin under the table? Any truth to that?
That's hearsay.
Hearsay. Did you and Lee Marvin ever drink together?
Yep.
Yeah.
In Durango.
In Durango? All right. And there was no contest about drinking?
No, Lee is a wonderful fellow. Probably one of the few actors in the world that I admire very much, along with, how much time you got?
We got all the time you want.
Rock Hudson, Rod Steiger, Lee Marvin, Rod Steiger, Lee Marvin.
Yeah. Now, so you and Lee Marvin, you went drinking and you had a contest to see who could drink the most?
Yeah, first of all, your researcher was told already that I don't want to talk about drink, understand? So let's cool that one, get on to a new subject. I love trees and boats.
So, it's true that you and Lee Marvin had a tree climbing contest?
That's right. And we got to the top of this great fir tree. It was in the redwoods, and had a couple of pipers over there. They went, can I tell you how the pipers went? They put it on their arm, they go, and then Lee Marvin came up, climbed this big fir tree, and then I got into a boat on the top of the tree.
But now wait a minute.
Marvin sailed away.
But now wait a minute. Do you still drink? And I'll get off this in just a second. I just want to. I mean, it's behind you. You don't drink anymore. So what we're trying to do is recall a colorful anecdote from your past.
Yeah, well, what you got to do, man, is to understand that what I'm taking is a high-quantity porcelain diet. I drink a lot of coffee cups, eat a lot of plates, and then I leave all the hash browns and everything aside and just eat the plates. And so this is why I was trying to come on here, and I'm after you, Sly.
Is there anybody up there who would like to host the show tonight? Tell me about where you live now.
I live in Guernsey.
Where is Guernsey?
Guernsey is in the Channel Islands, which is a little set of islands in between France and England, near the north coast of Paste.
the north coast of
Paste.
Yeah. And what is life there like?
It's a klassisches Kinski, wo draußen sind auch nicht in der Hauden die Gilden.
So you stopped drinking because you were afraid you might be doing permanent damage to your nervous system, I guess. Is that?
I thought this was a Johnny Carson show. I was going to be intellectual. but strange enough, I live there because I wanted to become a fisherman.
You wanted to become a fisherman? Okay, we'll get to that here in just a second. You'd like to turn my lights out, wouldn't you? Boom, and I'm gone. Okay, let's, did you see this? We got this. Did you see this earlier? Look at this.
Hey, brother.
Oh, brother.
Leave that alone, man.
There we go. Okay, Paul, here we go. Let's just turn this on now. There we go. There it is. You get the light. Beautiful, isn't it? We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Oliver Reed is here. Now tell us about life on this island. Are you there most of the time?
Well, on Manhattan?
No, in the English Channel, the Channel Islands.
Yes, I am most of the time.
Yeah.
There was a long time that I lived on another island in England, and then I decided that I was going to go and live in Guernsey and buy this boat and live amongst fishermen.
Do you actually go out and fish?
No, I wear the boots.
It's easier because...
Can I tell you the story?
Yeah, you don't need to get a license just to wear the boots, do you?
Well, you do really, because I wore the boots, and they got these big boots, and I went in there, and the fishermen, the Guernsey fishermen, they say, "What's this, boy? You trying to be a fisherman, eh?"
Excuse me.
There's a bugle.
We have chili in the commissary again today.
Hang on, I got some digest.
yeah, whatever. Oh, great. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You think that was rehearsed?
Have you been taking these?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll wait. I'll wait till a little later. Anyway, so you're a fisherman. You go out, you have the boots.
Yeah, I came into a fisherman's village once, and they said to me, "You wearing a fisherman, boy? Are you a fisherman?" So I thought I've got to wear a boat in order to wear the hats on my head.
So what kind of...
And wear the boots in my ears.
You have a boat, too?
No, I haven't. No, I'm lying about the winch.
I see. Well, now we're really
Yes,
making
I have a
progress.
boat, and it has a winch, and I'm a fisherman, and I live over there, and I'm very happy there, and it's wonderful, and I drank 106 pints, and I screwed Lee Marvin at drinking, and we've got that over, and that's your researcher, and jolly good. You're going to be bright now?
No, I would just...
I thought you were going to talk about movies this stretch.
Sure, you want to talk about movies?
Yeah, I want to talk about Castaway.
All right. Now you're pissed off, right? Now you're pissed off.
No, I'm off.
Okay. So tell me about Castaway. You know, the woman who wrote the book was actually here. The woman who lived that story was here. And at the time, I thought it would make a darn good movie. How did it turn out okay?
Yeah, well, that's up to everybody that goes to the movies to judge for themselves. A lot of people make a mistake of messing up Lucy Owen, who played...
She was the young lady.
Yeah, that's right. Who played Lucy Owen, and Amanda Donoghue played the part, and myself, Gerald Kingsland. A lot of people mix us up, especially women's libbers. I can only talk for myself. I thought it was... she's got a great body.
Briefly, the story is a gentleman...
no, he's no gentleman.
All right, a guy wants to retire to an island, I guess in the South Pacific, off the coast of Australia or New Zealand or something, roughly?
Yeah.
And he runs an ad for a female companion. Isn't that the story?
Yeah, thank you for filling me in.
I wasn't filling you in. I was trying to educate the...
It didn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, considering your condition, maybe it wouldn't hurt.
Tell me what my condition is.
Well, it's just a joke.
No,
it's
come
just
on, what's my condition?
Well, no, I know. Just a joke.
Well, it's a joke, is it?
It's only a joke, and not much of a joke. I'll grant you that. It was... Believe me, I didn't even think it was... Paul, get over here. Paul... No, come on. No, you don't... Listen. We have soda and snacks in the green room, and you can have all of those you want.
I thought they were there.
No. All right, so now the movie comes out briefly, shortly, soon? Comes out?
Yes, it comes in New York. I've got to say all these things, and I'm sure that I'm right. I think that comes out in the beginning of September in New York, and the rest of America end of September. Can I thank you for being so erudite?
Well, sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate your patience here. We'll pause here for station identification, and we'll be right back. I'm here with my good friend Oliver Reed, and he has a message for you about tonight's show.
Yeah, well, it's a bloody repeat. Go to bed.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Thank you. Hi, welcome back to the show. Boy, it got warm in here.
You know, when something like that happens, I don't feel so badly for me, but tonight especially, it's the boy's first day, and I hate to see something like that happen on a show that he's producing like that. That's too bad.
Well, if he had any control over the show, you know, then...
Coming up later, or soon, or just any minute now, Dominique Lafort with the Performing Trained Cats, and also Randy Travis.
Yes.
Going to sing with the band, and I guess a couple of his own players.
Brought some pickers from Nashville.
Okay. And tomorrow on the program, Richard Lewis will be here, and a woman who windsurfed across the Atlantic. Is this the lady? Huh? From Miami. Huh? A man. A man who windsurfed from Miami. Across the Atlantic. Did he know the woman who did it? Stephanie Pyron will be here. Stefan. Things are going pretty smoothly, don't you think, Paul? Under the new regime? All right, anyway, that'll...
New regime.
Richard Lewis and Patty Smythe.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. That'll
Playing
be good,
with us
good show tomorrow. And now we have little actual items that we found in an actual supermarket. Paul, music for this?
Yes.
That's enough. Okay, Paul. That's enough. Thank you. We don't have nearly that kind of... Okay, that's enough.